Hey Dash, I'm just finishing my setup and making sure that this is where it should be. Yep, that's on channel 2, that's on channel 3. I have this whole complicated audio setup, and the last time I tried using this, it turns out it all reset itself for no reason. So when I tried to edit it, everything was on the same audio track and I couldn't adjust the volume for anything. Luckily it was all fine as it was, but I could not have fixed it if there was a problem. Anyway, let's get into Sifu, and this game's a little weird because, for one thing, you can still control it while looking at OBS. In fact, it's perfectly playable that way, you just have a small window. But I will not be doing that, I will be bringing up the chat on my phone. My channel... Where's my manager? Ugh, God, why are you like this? Why are you like this? There we go. Stream manager. Yeah, now I can see the chat. Anyway, so, as I was saying, if this will work. Nope, okay, fine. We'll just have to do it as is. So I have a couple disclaimers to throw out here with this game. We will be playing this on Disciple, which is normal difficulty. It's what the game originally had before it came to Steam. It just had this one difficulty, and then they added in an easy mode and a hard mode. I originally played the game on easy, and I was able to unlock all of the skills permanently, and then it lets you carry those over into other difficulties. They do not make the game easier, they just give you more options in combat, because they're actually quite difficult to use in a lot of cases, and none of them are like super incredible. They're just like, hey, this is good this one more time, that sort of thing. Because of the game's like kind of semi-roguelike nature, you have to buy each skill like 5 times in a row, so I had to beat the game so many times to get an XP or unlock all of them permanently. It's a whole thing. So I did all that, and then I realized the game has like 1 million costumes, and including ones that you only get for buying the deluxe edition, which I did, and they makes you unlock all of them by doing super hard challenges. And I'm like, oh, so I can't access the costumes I paid for, and I have to like spend like 100 hours in arena mode to get all the stamps I need to unlock like a Bruce Lee costume. So I said fuck that, and I downloaded a save that has everything unlocked, so that we can just use whatever costumes we want, which meant that my earlier grinding for the skills was pointless, because it also came with those. Whatever. The point is that we will be able to play through the game on normal, and we won't have to worry about grinding for skills, because all of those will be unlocked. We just have to worry about actually being able to get through it. I have made sure I can actually do that. It is not easy. In fact, it's crushingly difficult on normal difficulty. Student's not so bad, but normal is... they really put you through the ringer. Anyway, so, new game. We're going to put this on the empty save slot. We're going to go through... so yeah, you've got student, disciple, and master. And I will mention what the difference... I don't know what master does exactly, but I'll mention what some of the changes are with student and disciple as we go through. And yes, I will be importing my skill progress so that we don't have to rebuy those. We will not be skipping the introduction. The story in this game is fine. It's not bad, and it's not particularly good. It's very Chinese cinema. Like, it is every kung fu movie ever, and it does not pretend to be anything else. It's very much a tribute game. This is a fun little Easter egg. So you can open this door with X, right? Or, watch this. Or, no? Try kick. Yes! So you can smash that door, right? That is the only breakable door in the entire game. There is no other breakable doors at all. I am not kidding. And I missed some dialogue there because I'm an idiot. I'm so used to zooming through these levels that I didn't think to actually stop. It's fine. Yeah, so It's got a little bit of Batman, a little bit of Sekiro. You can dodge around like this. You can block hits with a parry. You can either hold it for a block, or you can time it for a parry. And you've got a heavy and light attack. And a finisher. Unlike Batman, finishers are not based on combo, they're based on you breaking their poise. Or structure in this game's case. But yeah, I'll show you what I mean here. It's like, yeah, nope, can't break it. But I can grab this weapon. Alright, we meet another one of our characters. And I've just realized the language is wrong. There we go. Can I change this mid-game?
Don't be so
Let
arrogant.
me check the audio levels. Put those at the top. Can you hear the game okay, Dash? Like, can you hear the sound effects and the characters talking at all? Yeah, nothing to find in here. I could hear it. Okay, cool. Oh, somebody smashed another door, but I didn't get to. And yeah, hold R2 to sprint. And your weapons just disappear when you open doors, because we're not going to make an animation for every unique weapon, just for opening doors.
Who the hell is that?
Hey guys.
Get him now.
Is this your bottle? And so that's another mechanic, is focus mode. You hold in L2, and then you have different options based on the enemy you've locked into and what you've got equipped. So, for example, that attack I did on him is only possible with the staff. There's one for bat weapons, there's one for knife weapons. And there's a bunch that you don't need any weapon for.
Yang. How dare you set foot in here again?
Oh, you guys know me.
Come back.
Nice to see you. It's been a while.
Get him. No freaking way.
So Yang at the beginning of the game has everything. Like, regardless of me importing the skills, he just has everything. When enemies are down on the ground like that, you can hold circle to do a little punch combo. And when your staff breaks, it turns into a bat. And then once it's down to its last leg, you can then use it as a throwing weapon. I looked away from the screen for a second there and ended up running into a wall. Hey dude. Not very talkative, are you? Yeah, he doesn't talk, this guy. That's, Faraj? I forget his name. Begins with an F.
Stop. Yang, of course.
You've gotten slow, Sifu.
Title drop.
You know why I'm here, don't you? Just step aside.
You were a mistake. I should never have taught you. Now you know too much. By returning here tonight, you've given me a second chance. This time, I will do what I must.
Oh, alright, bring it on. Don't think this guy's gonna be as easy as the others. Or maybe he is. You know, he probably seemed a lot more threatening to me when I didn't know how to play the game. It's possible. Or maybe it was the second phase I was remembering.
When I look into your eyes, I see nothing but a...
Got it. So at the top of the screen, the story we'll cover in a second. Right now, Yang and his accomplices have returned back to his teacher's school. They've taken out everyone, and we're clearly here to steal something. What it is and why, we haven't found out yet. But we're out for blood. We're just killing everyone.
Show yourself.
So at the top of the screen there, the boss had a structure bar and a health bar. And that's important because you can wear down the boss's health, but much like Sekiro, most of the time you're going to break their structure and go for an insta-kill instead. So we have our choice. We can play as a boy or a girl. This is not actually that as important as you might think, because the game, I don't know if it lets you do it the first time or if it's something that is like a new game plus benefit, but you will actually be able to change this later whenever you want. We're not hard committed to this. So whatever you would prefer to see, Dash, because I've seen both, so I'm not that bothered. I will mention this, we don't get to name them. They will always be referred to as just boy or girl. Their costumes are also basically identical. Ironically, one of the costumes is called Young Man Suit, and it's called that regardless of who's wearing it. Yeah, so we didn't get to play as the girl for very long, you know, so now we're going to move straight on to our third character. Oh, but wait, there's more.
Father.
We have been blessed with the sacred power of the extra life. Now we get a actually really cool credit sequence, and you'll see why it's cool, because it's playable, and it's her fighting the bosses that she's going to get revenge against, and it acts as a tutorial too. Oh, I need to throw him. Yeah, I think I missed the name again. I think it was Farjar, something like that. And then we got Sean, the fighter. Now we've got evasions, which are different from dodges, because dodges are about moving away from the enemy. But evasions are like a boxer's weave. So you just phase right through the attack. and it gives you an opportunity to recover your structure. Fudge updates. No, he's not nearly as annoying. As the only boss who doesn't talk, he definitely doesn't deserve that distinction. Now we've got our moves, which are various motions, like back forward. So we're on a quest for revenge. We've trained for 8 years, and we're gonna go after all of them in a single night. I was actually quite surprised by that part of the story. They actually give you a clock when you're selecting levels. The entire game takes place in a course of about 12 hours. So unfortunately, because of how the game, I don't know why it does this exactly, but when you start a new game and you haven't done the first level yet, they don't let you change costume. You just don't have access to the wardrobe. So for the first level at least, we will have to use the student outfit. Now, an interesting thing that we won't get to see, or rather, I hope we won't get to see, is that the default costume actually changes as you age. I'm sure you must have seen something for this game, Dash, of the aging mechanic. Every time you die, you come back and you're older. And every decade or so, your character's appearance is changed significantly, and their clothes change as well. How that works, I don't know. I don't think the talisman actually resurrects you. I think it's more like time travel. You've never heard of this? Okay, I'm actually surprised. You've not heard of this game at all. All right. So the reason why we came back to the intro is because we had the talisman, which you can see on her belt there. It's not really a good camera angle. Every time she dies, she comes back and she's 1 year older. If you die multiple times in a row, she starts to age faster and faster, and that's your basically continue screen. If you get too old, then the talismans break, and you can't resurrect anymore, and you have to restart the level and try to get through without losing all your lives. Next we have this, which is the detective board. So the detective board is basically, it's mostly just collectibles, but it does have a certain purpose to it. When you start replaying levels, you keep the detective board and all the items you found, and items can work in earlier levels. So for example, a level 3 key can be used to unlock a door in level 1, and that lets you find other detective parts, it lets you get more of the story and figure out what's going on with these characters. So, for starters, we're going to the squats. This used to be an industrial district. Once work dried up, everyone left. The gangs took over and it has become a no-go zone. So, I can use this if I ever want to... Oh, I can't. That's odd. Normally you can select this and go through the game's tutorials again. But whatever. We have this, which is supposed to be a little sapling. And it gets bigger as you buy more skills, but because we've imported them, it is fully grown, and we have access to everything. So we've got our delay attacks, we've got our various focus attacks, inverted throw. Yeah. The whole deal. So, Farjar the botanist. He's the one who cut my throat that night. He's first on my list. He works for a gang as a botanist and never leaves the warehouse. Alright, so that's where we're going first. Oh, they also added modifiers at some point, where you can do all kinds of wacky things like bullet time, low gravity, pitching the voices up and down, or making the game harder or easier. But the game doesn't save your progress if you do that. So it's just for funs. There's also on the main menu arena mode, which is like basically just movie references as a mode, where it gives you specific challenges that are based on like various movies, like, hey, here's a Matrix costume, and you're fighting a bunch of Agent Smiths in the rain, and whenever you hold the block button, time slows down.
They've blocked the entrance to the warehouse. Need to find another way inside.
Alright, I'm gonna change that. 1 second. What's happening with the subtitles? Sound, subtitles, language. There we go. I don't need full opacity on that. Yeah, 30% is enough.
Get lost. Nothing here for you.
Yes, there is. So, knock him down. Easy. First enemy, no problem. So we could have gone through there, but we can skip our way up here.
Keys. I don't think there'll be a problem.
Let's have a look. Is there anything else to find in here? Oh.
Put that down.
Alright, nothing for us down here, so let's head straight up. There is a door down at the bottom of the stairs, but you can't go through it because you need a key. The game, because of the game's aging thing, you can unlock shortcuts after beating a level in order to get through them faster. And it basically just lets you skip a bunch of fights.
I can make it. Just need to run at it.
But right now I don't have any shortcut keys, so I have to go through the full level.
How'd you get? No freaking way.
There is a lot of takedown animations. That's something that thankfully does not get old. I'm not going to obsess over collectibles because they're really not that important, and we're aiming to get through the entire game in one go. But so I will be filling in where I can on context for the story. The drug produced here appeared a few years after the death of my father, and its use has increased dramatically throughout the city. So yeah, that's the main thing that the gangs are doing here, is producing drugs, and Fajar is a botanist, so he's probably the one growing them.
Open it. Open up.
Hey Dash, have you ever seen Old Boy? Well, this is an Old Boy reference. It's the... You know what? No, I should have said Daredevil. Because they did it in Daredevil too, the corridor fight.
Holy shit!
But this is the camera angle they used in Old Boy.
She's on fire.
Insane! Be careful!
And there's an awkward moment here. Is it going to work right away? Yes, it does. So, that door is locked during the fight, and it remains locked for a couple seconds as the camera angle is changing. I guess it's just like a hide the loading, but like the door just unlocks itself without explanation.
Bag's on his way to you.
You can push enemies with certain attacks, and that, if they bump into walls, that breaks their structure a fair bit. So you want to make use of those moves as much as you can, as well as weapons. which have limited durability. Alright, she's down. I'm gonna go grab that broom. Never pass up a good weapon, especially bow staffs, because they have multiple steps to them, so they last for quite a while. Anything in here? Nope.
What are you doing in here, pal?
Now we're likely going to be introduced to a new mechanic soon. Is it this guy? Yes, it is. Okay, so you see how I did a takedown move and he didn't die and now he's on fire? That, I think, is called the last man or last stand mechanic, where randomly certain enemies, if you use a takedown move on them, will resist it and they'll get powered up. And the less enemies there are left, the more likely it is that those that remain are going to power up. So some professionals are really good at predicting that and will intentionally not do takedown moves in order to not activate the last stand. Because they're significantly stronger, so it might be in your interest to just fight them normally. For healing, every time I do a takedown move, or even just defeat a person normally, I will gain health back. So that's, as long as you're aggressive, you can stay alive. This is a shrine statue. Now these are important. They give you a bunch of permanent upgrades that are separate from these. They also let you enter this menu to buy skills. They have various restrictions. These can only be bought if you're under these ages. These can only be bought if you have a high enough score. These require XP, which would be a concern if I hadn't already bought all these skills, so I don't need to worry about XP other than for these. Now, reset your death count. That'll be important if I end up on a losing streak and I end up with a really high death count, which is that skull icon on the top left, because that's how fast I am aging if I've died a bunch of times in a row. Let me see. Increase focus regain on successful avoid or parry. Increase structure gain on successful avoid. What I really want is this. Parry impact. Increase the impact of parry on opponent structure. Weapon durability is also really good. Increase structure. These are all good upgrades. I'm going to want most of these, but I will not be able to. There just aren't enough statues in the game. So you've got to be selective, and you're only going to get a few every level. I think I will... let's go for weapon durability, because I want to make sure I can get these before I hit 25, because that's the ones I'm most likely to be cut off from permanently. If you start fucking up, you will very quickly hit 25 and just not be able to buy those anymore.
Another jump here. I can make it.
Alright, so... is there nothing over here for me to collect? Nope, doesn't seem like it. I don't remember where the collectibles are, because I filled out the detective board fairly early on.
Shame I'll have to throw you back through it.
Oh yeah? You're gonna have a hard time, that's pretty high up. Come on. Come a little closer. So I used a void there to duck under his grab. And then I kicked the bag at my feet in order to knock him down. Bills. Dirty money. Drug money. No doubt blood money too. Nowhere to go but the elevator. This guy, so if you hit somebody who's unaware of you, one hit will instantly break their structure and let you do a takedown. And I feel like this guy only exists so that you can do that to him and get a little health back if you happen to be hurt. Which there's a decent chance of if you've just fought the big guy.
Come on, speed this up. I don't want to be late for the club. Who in the fuck are you? Get up.
You know, hold on. Let me just satiate my own paranoia. Okay, the difficulty is on Disciple. I'm like, I had that moment of like, I haven't accidentally picked easy, have I? And I'm like, no, I couldn't have. Oh. Oh, I missed my chance for a takedown there. Got it. And there's a weapon over here I can grab. So I'll take that. And another item. Club Flyer. The Burning at 10 PM. It's where I hope to face Sean. I overheard one of the thugs talking about betting on something going down there tonight. So that's the second level and boss. That's where we'll be going after we're done with the squads. Alright, so we can't open this because it's locked, so we'll need to go into the side room and get the keys.
How the fuck you get in here?
On replayer, we will just have the keys and we can skip this room. But that's not a good idea and you should never do that because there's a statue right there on the table. So it's always worth it to come in here and fight these guys. Alright, so I now have enough score, 10,000, to buy this move, Parry Impact. Increase the impact of parrying on an opponent's structure. That's going to be incredibly useful against bosses, because we will be parrying them a lot to break their structure. And now we have the keys.
These will be useful.
I think the keys also grant you access to a shortcut that's earlier in the level, like the one at the bottom of the apartment building, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Alright, so, bunch of people down here. Let's run this way. And take them out quietly. Nobody noticed. They do not do stealth often. This is a very limited thing.
Somebody clean this mess up.
Oh, nope, no, they know where I am now. There is apparently an achievement for taking out like 4 people without alerting the main group. I have not figured out how to do it yet. Alright, I'm going to use push attacks on the stairs because it knocks them flying. Look at them go. Oh, this is very exploitable. I've never done this before, actually. Like, use the stairs.
Fight me. Oh shit.
Oh, and he broke my structure. That's fine. Okay, so I didn't heal for just knocking those guys out. I really needed to get those takedowns. Maybe that's if you buy the takedown upgrade, you start getting health even for just knocking them out. I don't know. Purple flower. A flower used to create purple mist. Oh, I'll grab that iron pipe. Or steel pipe, whatever. I got the pipe. Now, I fucking adore this next room. It's the last room before the boss, and it's meant to be intimidating, but watch how you can handle this. Because of the surprise attack mechanic.
Nobody gets through.
George stays alone.
Oh, fuck. Yes, there we go. I still did it. I moved too close and it interrupted the dialogue. But yeah, normally I just run in there and immediately whack the guy in the face while he's still talking. And you eliminate the biggest threat in the room instantly. And that's the squats done. What did I get? 14,000. I think that's pretty good. And the last statue before the boss. Statues also heal you, which is convenient. I will buy the second one of these because, you know, you don't want to pass up the opportunity to get the score ones because my score will reset between levels. Alright, so let's have a look at this. Keycard. Pass key for a room at the Sanctuary. So a Sanctuary is the last level of the game. Farjar was staying there for... So he has something wrong with him. He has some kind of disease and he's seeking medical treatment. And the final boss, Yang, the one we were playing as in the prologue, was treating him and was keeping track of his health.
Locked.
There is a key somewhere, I forget where, that unlocks this room. It's Farjar's private room, and you can find a note from Yang saying, hey, I need you to come in more regularly, I want to keep an eye on you, your medical condition is worsening, but I'm determined to help you out. So yeah, it seems like he's creating the plants. And he has the ability to grow glow. I have lost the ability to talk. He can make plants grow instantly. And there is a reason for that. So he's going to come in, dodge that, focus attack, right to the face, right into the wall. Alright, dodge. Oh, he did a follow-up. Alright, he's going to try and tricky-dicky his way to get me. Come on, man. Come on, jump. Oh, he got me. With a low attack. Okay, my structure's really low, so I need to focus on avoids rather than parries. Got him. Her fear's one. And now, things get weird. And this is going to be a running theme with the game. These levels always start out normal, and then become fantastical. With the first level, it's just the boss, but with the later levels, it's going to be more obvious as you go through. So grab this weapon. Got a machete, which makes him quite dangerous if you don't have a weapon, because he can, if he can damage you through your block. He does chip damage, unless you avoid it. Okay, got him, and he's mine. Oh, and I could have taken him out there. I could have. But I didn't, and there's a reason for that. So let's bust him up again. Alright, his health is running really low, so let's let him go for attacks. In fact, I should grab a weapon. If you break their structure twice, then you get the prompt to spare them instead. Now, I make no fucking promises on being able to do that to all the bosses. That is how you get the true ending. It is really fucking difficult because it's hard enough breaking their structure once. A lot of the times, I see that prompt and my fingers have pressed the button before the thought has even hit my brain. Like, I just immediately kill them because the game has trained me to react to that sound effect. So yeah, he's down. The time of day has changed. Weirdly, I'm not sure why they do this, but the new rooms have opened in the dojo. There's nothing to do in them. There's just more rooms, and you start off in a different room each time and then make your way back to the main room. I don't know. They could have just had every room be open from the start, but whatever. Now we have access to the training dummy, if we ever needed to do that, and we can access costumes. So, we have a lot of costumes. I unlocked most of these on my own, but a couple were just fucking ridiculous. So, for example, Jumpsuit, unlocked with the Deluxe Edition after getting 3 stamps for all challenges of a single arena pack. You have to do 5 challenges perfectly that are all grouped together. It's ridiculous. I got like 3 of them down perfectly and 2 stars with 2 of the others, and I couldn't perfect those. I tried so many times. The other ones, 185 stamps for this. 80 tiger stamps for this. Oh, and yeah, here's what I was talking about. You can change character and have male or female whenever you want. So we've got various costumes, dark, light, Neo, Wing Chun, kickboxing, tracksuit, young man suit, enforcer. I assume this is a reference to the Raid. Not sure what this is a reference to exactly, other than I guess just Yakuza, I don't know. It's probably some movie that I haven't seen. Stunt double, no idea what that's on. For the club, let's go with young man suit. So, here's Sean. Sean, I met him several times when I was a kid. Our fathers knew each other as kung fu masters. I can't believe he took part in their deaths. So yeah, on the night that we saw in the intro, it wasn't just that school. 5 different schools were all raided at the same time, and something was taken from all of them. So this was a big planned operation. He's involved in an event called The Burning, taking place at the club. I'll need to get in there early when it's not too crowded. An infamous nightclub in the city. The owner is a good friend of Sean's. I remember his father complaining about the guy's attendance at school. It appears the clientele aren't much better. What else did we find? I think I read all of this. Oh, it's just little snippets here. These tattooed twins seem to be in charge of the drug lab security. Here's the keys and what they unlock. Which means I missed whatever key unlocks the apartment doors. Maybe that's in a later level, I'm not sure. What is this one? Junkie. Most of them are completely high. They're controlled by the gangsters here. Ah, okay. Alright, so that's all set up. Let's go check out the club. which I think might be my favorite level. I'm not sure. Like, it's not my favorite boss fight, but I think the level is the most fun. It's one of the most elaborate too.
Forget about it. If you're not on the list, you're not getting inside.
Private party. Come back tomorrow.
Oh, okay. There's actually a dedicated option in the menu for how close the camera is when you do takedowns, like how far away it can be.
What do you want?
I'm here for Sean.
Where can I find him?
Guys, we got a problem here.
Put that there.
So, little interesting tidbit about this, when I've beaten this guy.
Please don't hit me.
Where is Sean?
He's with the fighters for the burning. Only Sean's disciples have passes to get inside.
We'll see about that.
I'm just beating him up for some score. There we go. Now, when I was finishing off the detective board and I had to use a walkthrough to find the last few items, it turns out that talking to that guy like that, as in talk to him, beat up the other two guys, and then come back and talk to him again in order to find out where Sean is, that was one of the things I was missing, because I always attacked him first, or I beat him up along with the other two. Now, let's see if we can take out these two at the same time. Yes. Yeah, if you want to succeed in these fights, you've really got to control the arena. Know where every item is. Every opportunity to knock them down. Control the space. And abuse the fuck out of sweeps. I will try not to abuse the fuck out of sweeps, because I've seen high level play of this game, and it's just sweep after sweep after sweep, and it's really fucking boring to watch. I do not want to do that. I want to DMC this. I want to mix it up. Oh, he popped. That's fine. I've got him on his own. Got him against the wall. Oh shit, he knocked me into the others. Okay, this is bad. Need to recover. One thing I can do there is when I do the palm strike to push them, there is a follow-up series of attacks. And I always go for the square one, but there is a triangle one that you have to hold for. I'm going to see if I can do it at least once. Ah, it's hard. Let me try this. Nope. Maybe it's tapping? Nope, no. It's not hold. Oh, there it is. It's the forward slide kick. So like you push them, and then your character dashes forward and does a low sweep with their leg to knock them down. There's a lot of moves. In fact, here is the combo list. A bunch of these you start with, others you buy. Oh, you're right, it was another sweep. Damn it. Oh, they hit her friend. I'm gonna go for some eye gouges later instead of the sweep. So this club hosts a hidden fight club. The Burning is an event where Sean weeds out the weaklings in order to find the best fighters, because that's who he wants to add to his personal army. He believes in might makes right, that only the strong have the will and the need to survive. And so he is trying to create people who believe in strength at all costs. Oh shit. Accidentally activated photo mode because annoyingly it's down on the D-pad, which is really easy to trigger by accident when you're doing analog stick motions. Would not be a problem with an Xbox controller, to be fair. Hey guy, come on. Attack me, come on. No, that's not what I wanted. There we go. You can throw him off of the balcony. So, I'm gonna dash through this to get some weapons. Oh. I can take him out with this one, and then I can get myself a fresh weapon by dashing through the other one. Thank you. These two are a little tricky.
That's closed for tonight. Let's go.
Come on, follow me. Fuck.
What's the matter?
I need to take out just one. Just so I can focus on the other. Got him. There we go. Health is not terrible. I believe there's a bat behind the bar. I'll take that. Now, I'm going to take out these guys at what same time. I fucked it up. What I was meaning to do was throw it at one and then immediately attack the other for a sneak attack. And the first one gets pushed off the balcony. That's fine. I still got through clean. Oh shit. You got me with the grab. Dodge. Okay. And first death. I was really hoping to get through all of the club without losing one, but that's fine. So, my death counter went up by 1, so it adds 1 to my age. But if I defeat a mini-boss, such as that big guy... nope, didn't happen. I was expecting him to be counted as a mini-boss and for it to go down, but it didn't. Maybe it's the guy who cost me my life? This guy should definitely trigger it. We'll see. Yes? Yes, there we go. And the death counter goes down by 1 again. And we have been teleported to somewhere else. So the level actually cycles around to the beginning, and you go through like a weird alternative version of the club. Like it's the same area, it's just been changed to like the past.
You were not supposed to be part of tonight's.
Let's end this quickly.
Got him.
Damn, you're fast.
This guy is one of the first, like, genuinely tough enemies. You have to take him seriously. Got him. And we transition again. With this pass, I can go directly to the burning. So yeah, he gave us a shortcut key. Most shortcut keys are related to mini-bosses, or all of them are. I don't remember. Certainly most. So, progression is this door here, but we're going to go this way first. We have this. And did I use the statue? I don't remember. I didn't. I did not use the statue. I actually intentionally did not use it. Ah, fuck. I intentionally didn't use it so that I would be able to buy this. But I don't have enough points. And I can't back out of this without losing the reward. You have to pick something. So, let's pick weapon durability. That's fine. There is another statue really close. We just need to get ourselves some more points first. There's a place where we can do that, just upstairs.
Drop your weapon.
We only need 10,000, so let's keep that multiplier high. I've accidentally alerted the third guy. I've got 10,000, good. I kicked it right into the wall. That was a waste. Oh shit. Bunch of misses there. Despite his glowing costume, I can barely see in this area. And he's down. Let's go talk to the DJ.
What the? What do you want?
Are you a friend of Sean's?
No. And seeing how he treats others, I don't think he has any.
Okay, so that's all we get with him. Now, this guy matters because of time travel. When we do the 4th level, I believe it's the 4th level, we find a computer that we can't access, and if we come back to this level and we talk to this guy, we can be like, hey, I need to access the computer of someone powerful and important, and you seem like you don't like people like that. And he's like, oh, yeah, sure. Here's a USB drive with a virus so you can get into that computer. That's what makes me think that the talisman is actually time travel. Like, it's not that you use your life force and age up to resurrect. I think you literally just come back a year older, which is why the clothes change and you're able to replay older levels with the same stuff.